Hi everyone, Neve here, and I've got new bags to share, so I'm really excited about this. Yeah, so let's get started. Let's look at some bags. So February was kind of a busy month as far as making bags go. I started off the first bag that I made. I actually have video of me making it, so I'll probably put it on the screen at some point. Maybe I'll insert it somehow. But the first bag I made was for the Capybara Tarot, and this is it. All right, yay. All right, so I'll probably overlay some video of me just showing off the bag, but I also want to show video of me making it, and this I also shared on my Instagram. So yeah, the bag is super cute. I went with this like brown fabric that's like velour for the inside because it kind of mimicked the capybara fur. And the capybara itself, it's an embroidery that I put on the bag, and then I had a butterfly patch that I just added there as well. And then around on the other sides of the capybara are a bunch of carrots, and carrots or oranges could have worked for this, but because this deck actually has a carrot card in it, I went with carrots. So I bought a little carrot design embroidery design and the capybara design, and then I had that little butterfly patch. So love this bag. It's super cute. Yeah. And I think it matches the deck really well. So we got, you know, the carrot here, so that's why I went with the carrot design on the bag. And yeah, it's just, you know, it's an adorable little capybara deck. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this bag. Hope you like it too. There we go. So that was the first bag that I made. So the next two I want to share kind of go together. They're both from my two like Hindu decks. So one is for the Whispers of Lord Ganesha, and one is for the Lakshmi Oracle. So I guess I'll show both of them together because they kind of go together. Here we go. So there they are. I really like them. Yeah, obviously the elephant one is for the Ganesha deck, and yeah, and I'll see if I can overlay some video of this showing what the deck looks like, or the bag looks like with the deck. Yeah, I think you know, this artwork is so stunningly beautiful, and I really wanted it to have a specific like elephant or Ganesha themed embroidery for this, and I'm pretty happy with what I chose. I mean, it's just an elephant. It could be Ganesha related or not, but I thought it went well with the art. And I bought quite a bit of I bought a pack of sari fabric, for Indian apparel. You know, I bought a pack of that, and it was a surprise. Like it was a surprise on what fabric I would get from that, because it was just a batch of scraps basically. And so I used the green sparkly one for the Ganesha. And here is the Lakshmi deck. I'll share this as well over top. So this one, I don't have the cards for this one because they're actually in my envelope, my monthly envelopes. So I just have the box coming out here, and as you can see, the bags match pretty well with each other. Not that these bags are meant to go with each other, but you know, it's a similar feel. Yeah, and so I used a different sari fabric for the outside of the Lakshmi bag, whereas I used the green sparkly fabric for the border of the Ganesha one. Yeah, so, yeah, but for the Lakshmi one, I actually just used a patch. This is not an embroidery, and I have another one of these patches, so it's possible I may make another, Hindu drawstring bag. Maybe I'll sell it on my shop, maybe not, I don't know. I don't really sell my bags. People ask me that all the time, but like the thing is, I make my bags very specific for the decks that they belong to, so it's kind of hard for me to come up with a pattern or whatever to stick with. I mean, I could do a different sizes sort of thing, but I don't know. It's just the work involved in, you know, doing something I love and selling that it's just not exactly something I want to do. So so I just kind of stick with making bags for me, and you know, I may make some extras and might put them on my shop, you know, things like that. So it's like a no promises thing. So yeah, I don't really sell my bags, but every once in a while I might. But yeah, so those were the two bags here for the my Indian/Hindu themed decks. I really like them. I think I gravitate more toward the Ganesha one, but you know, but I think this one also turned out really nicely as well, and the inside fabric is like a velour, so very nice. So those were the next two bags. So the next deck is for the Cowgirls and Aliens, and I have the box here because I decided not to put the box in the bag. So I took the cards out and the little booklet, and I have it here in its bag. I don't have it tied right now, but yeah, here we go. So I kind of went with, you know, I had this like really furry minky fabric, and it was like hot pink, and I went with these cowgirl hats all on the outside, and kind of a circuitry fabric for the inside to kind of show that technology alien sort of vibe there. Yeah. So yeah, the bag was like, you know, just melding, you know, that's the different styles of cowgirls and aliens, you know, and I went with the circuitry inside fabric, which is the fabric that I used also for the cyber deck that I have, the Eldritch Overload. I always forget the name of that deck. I always call it the Cyberpunk Tarot or whatever. But yeah, the Eldritch Overload, I also used the circuitry fabric, and I don't know, I was kind of tapping into that the alien technology. It was kind of what I was going for with that. So the outside is this very textured, you know, minky fabric with the cowgirl hats, and the inside is the technology, you know, yeah, so I just, you know, I thought it was a cool design, and I'm pretty happy with it. So there we go. All right, so there we go. That is the bag for Cowgirls and Aliens, and I keep it in there without the book. Yeah, pretty happy with it. So the next bag is for the Wild Unknown Archetypes, and I took it out of because it's a round deck, so it's already a little unusual, but it did come in a box, a regular square box, and I was gonna make the bag big enough for the square box, for the box and the deck, but honestly it was going to be too huge, so I decided to make it just for the deck itself, and I really like it. I think it's really cute, and giraffes are my favorite animals, so I was pretty happy to go with a giraffe, and you know, and I go with an animal theme, and we're gonna do a top view on this. So yeah, it's you know, I go for an animal theme with the with the Wild Unknown decks, because I feel like that's, you know, kind of the vibe. They're kind of animal decks, you know. So for this bag, I went with the I'm trying to pair the other Wild Unknowns, and I'll pull those out too to show the Wild Unknown decks here and how the bags go together. So the outside fabric for both of the Wild Unknown Tarot and the Animal Spirit, those match almost completely, and I used the same outside fabric for the inside fabric for the Archetypes deck. And I will probably do the same thing for the whenever I get the Alchemy deck, but I do also have another fabric, the same inside fabric for the other two that I made here. I might use that for the inside, I don't know. Or I might just stick with what I got here. And I really like the rainbowy ribbon that I used for this, and I'm also going to do the same thing for the Archetypes, the Alchemy whenever I get that deck. So the design itself is like this. Obviously you can see the rainbow colored giraffe in the front, but if you look closely, there is a kind of a sketchy leaf design. It's black on black, because I didn't want it to be that visible, but I kind of wanted just a little bit more texture than just the giraffe. So there is a leaf in the background. Hopefully it shows on camera, but yeah, it is black on black to just put that little bit of texture behind the giraffe itself. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I think it looks really good with the deck and also matches pretty well with the other two decks in this series. And like I said, the Alchemy deck will be pretty much identical to this. However, obviously I want to do a different animal and facing the other way. So I'll probably put up on screen just some of the options. It's from the same design pack as this giraffe. But I kind of want your guys' opinion. Which one should I go with? I feel like the lion is maybe an obvious choice. And don't pay attention to which direction the animals are facing, because I can flip that. So it will be facing the opposite way of the giraffe, regardless of what the design is. But I was thinking maybe the lion, but I thought maybe that might be too predictable. I'm kind of loving the rhinoceros though, because you don't often see a rhinoceros on decks, and that bit might be kind of cool. But of course, I kind of want to get the deck in hand so I can see what's in the deck. Not that I paid attention to what was in the deck for the Archetypes, because I'm not even sure there is a giraffe in this deck. So maybe that doesn't even matter. But I kind of like the rhinoceros just because it's a little more unique and you don't see that often. But the big cats ones, like either the cheetah or leopard, I can't remember which one it is. Yeah, either one of those would kind of be cool too, but maybe I think that's too similar to the Animal Spirit deck pick, so I don't know. So let me know which one you like the best. All right, so that is the Wild Unknown Archetypes bag, and I'm pretty happy with this, and there we go. So, next one. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is the last one, and it might be my favorite. I think so. I think it's my favorite. Yeah, and I saved it for last because I think it's my favorite. It's not the last one I made. I think it might have actually been the second one I made. I'm not sure. But it is the Zelda Tarot. Isn't that cool? And I used the Majora's Mask for the front. So, yeah, so let's look at a top down of this. So I went with the Majora's Mask as the embroidery because, you know, it's a very bold design. You can immediately recognize it. The inside fabric, as you can see, is Zelda themed. It's got Zelda, it's got the little hearts, the pixel hearts, the Triforce, and the Master Sword. And on the inside, you can see Zelda again. There's also some rupees on the inside. It's hard to see. I'm not sure if you can see them. And not sure how, yeah, you can't really see the rupees from the inside of the bag. It's kind of in there, but I do have a little bit more of that fabric left, so I might make just kind of like a reading cloth or something, a small little reading cloth that you can see the rupees more on that one. And then the outside fabric is not specifically Zelda themed. It's kind of just a general sort of fantasy video game sort of fabric, very generic, and it has things on it that are used in various Zelda games. Like there are like jewels, there are keys and rings, and like little fairies, there's potion bottles, there's little weapons, just, you know, things like that. There's just various things that are just very generic, but I liked that it was a very subtle design in the background that was like a general video game sort of items, you know. So yeah, I'm super happy with this deck, and I think it goes really well with the cards. You know, I love the style of this deck. It's combining lots of different Zelda games, but all in kind of the same style. Like, you know, you can tell the different games that they came from, and the games themselves have completely different art styles, but I like how the creator of this deck combined all of those and made them very cohesive. Yeah, I'm super impressed with this deck. I love reading with it, and it actually goes very well with all of the Wild Unknown decks. It really does. Like, it just matches very well with those. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. So there we go. There's my favorite bag, I think, that I've made so far. From the last batch, I mean. All right, so I kind of want to show, as we wrap this up, I kind of want to show just some of the what's up for my future plans in the decks bags that I want to make. So some of the decks, the next decks that I want to make bags for are the Rain Shadow Tarot and the Illuminated Earth Oracle. Yeah, so I have fabric for that. Let me grab that. Oh, I've got a few options here, and I kind of went with a kind of turquoisey theme for these, and I really love this textured style here. I forget the name of it. I'll put it on up on the screen if I remember. But yeah, it's like yeah, I really like this this texture, this pattern. And I think that goes well with the cards in these decks. I'm not going to pull them out. It's not the point of this video. And there's another one in this kind of colorway that was a bit darker that I also think I want to grab too. And I did grab, I bought some like canvas fabric that's in this like turquoise color, but this fabric is different than what I expected it to be. It's very much meant for like outdoor, like waterproof furniture, I think, and I didn't realize that when I bought it. I thought I was just buying colored canvas, so I was actually a little disappointed when I got this in, but I've got like a yard of it, so I kind of just want to use it. So I might use it for this. Now this is a denim fabric with that same sort of style here, and I like this better. This is a softer sort of sturdy material that I thought this was going to be like. I thought this was going to be a bit more canvas-like, not outdoor furniture, waterproof, kind of stiff feeling, where I thought it was going to be a bit more soft like this. But yeah, but I think I might use this to create like a reading cloth, and may use some combination of this with these plus the other one that I want to get that's darker for these two decks. But I also think I want to wait until I get the Faceted Garden in, because I was going to create these for these decks. Yeah, but I think I'm going to wait until I get Faceted Garden, which might be another year. And whenever that happens, I think I will reassess what I want to do with this. And I also have no idea what kind of design I want on the bags themselves, what embroidery. I'm thinking maybe something crystal-y. I don't know if I want to go too much in the rainbow route of things, even though all of the decks kind of have that rainbowy look to them. I might just do simple crystals. I'm really not sure. Yeah, I'm kind of going, I keep looking at designs, not quite sure where I'm going with them. So yeah, so these, this is what's in the works here, and I think I'm going to hold off to create these bags until I get the third deck. Yeah, so that's those ones. And the next bag I want to make is for a brand new deck that I just got. I haven't even done a walkthrough of this yet. That is the Desert Illuminations tarot, which I'm not going to pull it out. But yeah, I got this very, very recently. I love it already. Yeah, and I have the fabric for it, so I'm going to show the fabric. I love this is kind of a sort of geode print, and it's actually the same as this the Wild Unknown decks that I've been using. It's just a different colorway. It's more teal, which definitely matches the teals that are in this deck. So I guess I am pulling this out a little bit just to show what I was going for here. So there's lots of teals in here, so I definitely liked this fabric for that. And because it's desert themed, I also wanted something deserty, so I still had some of this fabric left. Now I used this fabric for the High Desert Oracle. This is the bag for that deck. And I think this was lovely. And in fact, I used these two decks together, the Desert Illuminations and the High Desert Oracle here. The art styles are very different, but the theme matches. So yeah, and so I only have a little bit of this left, just enough for a bag. Yeah, pretty much just enough for a bag. Pretty much this whole bottom section here is what I will use for the bag. And I'm trying to decide if I want to have it on the outside and then have this be the inside fabric and the part that goes over a bit right there. Sorry, I'm trying to organize this. There we go. Just got it there. Okay. And so the ribbon that I would put across here would be this, which I think goes very well with that kind of Southwest deserty theme here. I think that looks really good, especially since this does have a lot of pinks and oranges and bright colors. So I think that looks good. And then I think the ties are going to be this magenta. So I think that looks pretty good. You're seeing a little bit of my thought process here on when I make these bags. So the last thing I want to decide on is the embroidery, and I kind of want to go the alien route because there's a lot of alien stuff in this deck. There's full-on alien cards. I kind of want to do alien, but at the same time, this deck does have a lot of like Southwest culture stuff. I was really thinking about doing like chilies or something. There's a whole suit of chilies, so I'm really considering that. There's a design that I found online, an embroidery design that I really like, but I don't know that I like it for this particular deck, and I'll put that one up on the screen if I can find it. So I'm considering that, but at the same time it doesn't quite match this. There's also really small like alien head designs that I might I don't know what I'm gonna like. I could do a whole bunch of them, maybe try to make it so that it's like right underneath this, but I'm not sure. That's gonna be kind of difficult because I do the embroidery first and then I create the bag and put this on, so I would really have to make sure it's exactly where I wanted it to be and wasn't going to get cut off by this. And then, or I could go with the chilies or something and then have the alien design right there. I am not sure. So, so I guess, what's your guys' opinion? What route should I take? Should I go with a really stylized alien for the center, really pretty, but maybe doesn't quite match the theme of this? Or should I go with the alien heads and maybe some chilies right there? That could look pretty cool too. So I don't know. Yeah, so there we go. So those are all of the bags that I made in February. All right, that's everything. All right, so let me know down below which bag did you like the best. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to the next bag video that I make and the next batch of bags that I make. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you later. Bye.